final bits of the automaton clamber to the ground, sending up a clang through the entire structure. You let out a sigh of relief as the beast ceases movement, the electric eye flickering out.
Is everybody okay?
I am severely wounded.
Oh. Here, let me...
Yeah, Lunch isn't doing too hot.
Oh,
yeah, his physiology is, baffling to you. Lunch is like... Now tell me, Lunch is like 2 times the size of Ned, right? Like he's a big guy.
He's a pretty big dude, yeah.
He's a pretty big, greasy guy. So you take a look, and it does appear that Lunch actually took quite a licking during that last fight. He was getting pummeled, though he did manage to get the final blow.
I feel like I should make a cot for you or something. This place is...
Take your time.
So unsanitary. Oh, here, perfect. Where it kept slamming into you, there's a lunch-sized dent. Here, just lean into him.
Just nestle myself in there.
Are you okay, miss?
Yeah. Firefly was actually pretty distracted, just staring at her shoulder. How about you? Are you okay? I'm sorry I didn't do much.
Oh, I'm fine. Are you... Can you stand up?
Yeah, no, legs are thankfully fine. Shoulder's not good. But, you're okay though, right?
Oh, yeah. I can't really do the things that Velvet can do, but I unraveled this thing during the fight. Atticus takes the hand wraps. If this can, like a little sling or something?
Yeah, that would probably work, thank you. She keeps on kind of like spacing out and like looking back at her shoulder.
That's okay, I've fallen off a ladder before.
She like looks down and actually gets a little smile. That was a heck of a ladder then. Come on, let's go see how the others are doing.
Oh, every time I try and set your bones, they make weird noises like crunch, gonch, ginch.
I think that one said sparkle or something.
How you doing, Lunch?
He looks down at his punch-sized bruise.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. Purple is one of my favorite colors.
Well, on the positive side, I don't think the guy up top's gonna be putting up too much of a fight, considering what's been done down here.
I'm not sure.
At the mention of the guy up top, you suddenly hear a rustle as if somebody noticed that you remembered him.
Come down. I don't know how, because the floor is gone.
Are you all still alive down there?
That is not...
More or less doing good?
That is not the voice I expected.
No.
Is somebody mocking my accent?
No. Are you, just judging by the sounds of the bone cracks, are you Ginch?
My name is Baron. I lead this bandit troop. Are you guys guards? Are you cops of some variety? You have to tell me.
The Are You Guys...
That is the rule, I should know.
At the Are You Guys guards, Velvet looks at Lunch.
At the moment, no.
I'm a boy.
I mean, I'm actually a thief, so honestly we should be getting along swimmingly, but considering current circumstances, no.
Oh, your shoulder.
Yeah, it is not good. Can you, Atticus was nice enough to give me this, kind of wrap. Can you help me with this? I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, here, let's go over here. I'm afraid there's not another dent.
That's okay.
You take a quick look at Celine's shoulder. Almost immediately you notice something's off. While you were quickly setting it during the fight, you didn't get a chance to really take a true peek. Are you gonna I don't know, give it a look over here, just set it for now, or...
I mean, I'm gonna look at it if something's weird.
Celine, you mind telling Velvet what she sees?
Yeah, so I would wager, just so that you can set up the sling more appropriately, you kind of like pull over the cloak a bit to kind of look at the shoulder itself, and there is this nasty circular scar in the left shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like... Does it look like that could have resulted from this, or is that like clearly an old scar? Okay,
it's clearly old, and Velvet, you're trained enough in fixing people, and you've seen people who are like healed and toughened up, especially with magical healing. This shoulder probably it seems to hurt Celine a lot, but the skin around it seems to be tough. This is an old wound. Probably caused by something big.
Ooh, unlucky spot, huh?
You could say that. Not every job goes perfectly.
Okay, I'm gonna try and doctor at it.
Most of what's happening with Celine right now, you notice, is a pretty nasty gash. She caught the corner of this crate, unfortunately.
Oh.
It doesn't, however, seem like the shoulder was fully popped out of its socket. If you had to guess, muscles aren't damaged. This can be recovered pretty quickly, especially with magical aid. You could pretty rapidly fix this up. However, it's gonna take a pretty big toll on her body, at least for now.
You mean like in the short term, or like this healing will fuck her up?
I should rephrase. That sounded more dire than it is.
Celine is dead.
Celine is dead.
Take 20 damage.
This isn't a wound that you walk away from too easily. Celine probably won't be feeling hot for the rest of the day, but this isn't like you're relieved to find out that this isn't a thing that she'll need to like go to physical therapy for really
Okay,
like
good.
work through.
I'm gonna go outside and get you one of the health potions from those barrels.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go
sorry.
outside the other way, because that's water.
As she walks out, Celine just kind of holds her shoulder. I'm sorry.
She doesn't even know what you're
Off
apologizing
screen
for.
/ out of focus, Atticus is cannibalizing this thing for parts very excitedly.
Okay, you get 2 automaton parts. They're going to be very useful. They're very valuable, is all you
Nice.
know. These are used like... You saw these at Mount Protea. The R2 series in particular is built for combat, so like... You're not used to getting weapons-grade robot parts, so when you pick these up, you can just feel the power and malice coursing through this bit of machinery.
I'm gonna have to put you in a separate pocket from old Grindy.
I procured a health potion and nothing went wrong.
I should hope so. Those forests aren't exactly dangerous, from what I can tell.
The automaton, like, lets out a discouraging whir behind you.
I don't
To
know
be
about
fair-
that. We've run into a ghost, a forest god, a different ghost, a third ghost, I think, 2 bandits,
none of them attacked
a
us.
spider.
I mean, all things considered, none of them have really attacked us, and do Crunch and Ganj really count?
I don't know. Hey, you up there. Did Crunch
Yes?
and Gaunch really count? I always mess up their vowels.
I was hoping you'd forgotten about me. Count for what? Did they attack you? Did they give you trouble?
No?
I can't say they gave us trouble.
They did attack, but I mean, I big quotation marks around that.
Well,
Seriously, guys, I'm freaking out. Is this thing on?
There's a loud... And Atticus hops down from the side with a whole bunch of robot under his arms.
I think Atticus has destroyed it.
Excuse me? So, is it okay if I take some of this?
Take some of what? What are you doing down there?
Well...
Are you messing with my ill-gotten gains?
Oh, it's a real beauty, but, it fell down several stories, and we kinda had to destroy it because it was attacking us.
Oh, yes, are you perhaps mad about that?
Well, I'm more concerned. How are you gonna get down from there?
I actually have measures to get down from here, but, I can't quite say the same about my, well, I've got some things up here.
Do you want me to climb up and help?
Why would you do that for me? I just tried to kill you with a giant robot.
Oh,
Technically, that thing tried to kill us. You just have been up there and done actually nothing, so...
Why are you... I feel like I'm being reversed psychologied into incriminating myself. I feel rather bad at this point.
See, this is what you do. You guilt trip them.
you know what might... I'll play good cop. You know what might make you feel better? A birthday cake.
Yeah, we're actually also going to have a fireworks show. It's going to be pretty great.
But mostly the birthday cake.
Excuse me, hold on. I'm confused here. Is this some sort of... Are you guards? You are guards, after all. This is some advanced warfare to try to get me to climb down from my safe perch.
All right, I'm getting him.
I think... wait, hang on. Your shoulder's still pretty... It's still pretty banged up.
Nice save.
Thanks. Here,
Yeah,
I
Well,
mean...
you know, this thing's got big, strong climbing legs. I wonder if I can... I never used my whip-up bullshit invention mid-combat thing. Can I use that now to whip up a little, wall-scaling device out of its legs?
Absolutely. Give me a little climb. And Celine, you could probably climb up there pretty easily using your portals.
Because the thing is that she needs to be able to see where she's teleporting or making a portal at. So she probably walks over here, finds a spot that would be okay for her to walk through a wall, and then bips on up there. Of course,
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then she'll just keep on using that systematically to ascend the
warp on up?
tower. Yeah.
Okay. And Atticus, are you building your climbing skis?
Yeah, just a little, really like a series of claw grippies that just go up and up and up and up while I hang on.
I'll give you that. Celine's definitely gonna hit the top first, but yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. So we're gonna follow Celine really quick.
You mean
So
Firefly?
Celine, you managed to hook shot your way up to the very top floor. He turns around, he recoils seeing the portal on the wall. Hold on. You didn't
Okay.
say you were magic.
Oh.
This changes things. Crosses
Yeah.
hands.
I'm magic.
Okay. I totally surrender then.
Wow, that was... I mean, I'm gonna be real, was kind of hoping you'd just surrender anyways, and I kind of figured
Yes.
you would.
Well, it was a little bit of a back and forth for me. You see, I'm something of a coward.
No. Okay, so here's kind of the deal.
Oh, huh. I
You
guess
didn't tell me you were a robot. I double surrender.
Oh, I guess you would have been... Oh! Atticus falls to his death. I was
What
trying
a way to
flip
go.
That
horizontally.
would ruin my whole birthday.
Oh, you've got a
So-
lot up here.
Yes, you see my predicament, actually. See, this is where I keep all of my stuff. On the bottom floor, it's all of our ill-gotten goods. But up here, this is the stuff for me. I bought those watermelons. He points at the watermelons. And, well, I can get down personally. I don't think I can bring these things down.
How did you get them here in the first place?
I had the automaton carry them.
That makes sense. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. How far down is that? It's probably pretty far.
It's a pretty big drop.
Okay. What I can probably do is if I can get a good look at, the floor down there, I might be able to make a portal there and then a portal on the wall here, and then we can, pull it through. Because as long as it's not magic, we can just pull it through the portal, and there shouldn't be an explosion or a black hole.
Tell me
that's-
straight, Doc. Is the wet stuff blood down there, or just my ooze?
It's not blood. It is ooze, but I don't think that means you shouldn't be concerned, because in my several years of legal medical practice, I've never seen ooze such as this. It's
Must
somehow
have mixed with my gravy.
It's oh god. It's somehow both sticky and slimy.
No.
It sticks to you and then slimes.
Okay, so the way my portal works, though, is that I also can't take living creatures through. Or other than me.
I can't take
Oh.
living creatures through. Pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Oh, that's okay. This thing, these arms and, well, I guess they're really arms now, but they were legs originally. These are made for gripping. I can take you.
I'm actually fine myself, for you see, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a jar. I have the decanter of endless winds! Shiny, shiny.
Stop that. More what she's like, well, that's super nice and all. I meant those chickens.
Oh.
And she just points over to the chickens that are just hanging out.
Yes, those are my pet chickens.
Okay, so if you're able to take the chickens down, I'll start making portals, and our buddy Lunch down there, he'll start pulling things through the portals I make. And
So,
that should move
I'm
things
just-
along.
Not to interrupt your plan, I'm just still confused. I tried to kill you.
I mean, you try, you didn't succeed, and
That doesn't cause a problem.
I mean, I won't lie, I'm a little miffed, but, it's somebody's birthday, and I'm trying to... I don't kill people.
Yeah, I really
That's not
want
my
a piece
thing.
of that cake.
Yeah.
How is there
So-
so
so
much
kinda-
ooze? The volume of ooze exceeds the volume of lunch. I think you're...
Keep trying to remove it.
No.
It just makes more.
Stop! You found the secret tech of this form. Your sweat is mixing with the gravy, and that's mixing with the automation, like the automaton oil. Oh, I think we've discovered a new element.
It sounds like your friend's having a very bad time on the first floor.
I mean, yeah. So, like I was saying though, we're still gonna like take you to jail and stuff because you have done some bad things, but
Fair enough.
but like,
Really, all you need to do is to stop banditing in future.
Seriously, that's it. Just, okay, I had a sub-story prepared.
I mean, you're already doing it, quite frankly.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
You-
all that we ask is that you come along peacefully. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Apologize to Arvis for, inconveniencing him and honestly give him a heck of a fright. And jail for a bit. I don't know how that works because I've never been caught. So whatever.
Hard cut back to the saxophone.
Okay, very well. I'll carry down my 2 chickens if you all could move down all the other foodstuffs. Honestly, I wouldn't mind losing the fish. They're probably past expiration.
I can smell that.
He hops over here. Like, you do notice that there seems to be like a twist of wind as he moves. The jar opens slightly. He lands next to the chickens, hefts them under his shoulder, under his arm, and then leaps down to the floor below.
Hey, I know you guys are a little occupied with ooze and stuff. Get ready for some portals, and if you could just pull some stuff out, that would be super.
Okay, try and
Hey.
keep it from the ooze.
I wonder
Who
if
told you about
learned
the
that
ooze?
power from those majestic avians.
I think they can see it. It stopped spreading along the floor and it's creeping up the wall.
Hey, Atticus, I don't know if this tickles your fancy or not, since you seem to be morally gooder than I. That's not a word. Anyway, you seem interested with that little jar of wind. If you want, that could be part of our negotiations, and we can get that for you so you can make a not-so-blazonate pair of shoes that can fly you or something.
Oh, maybe. I assume that's a magic thing, and I don't know too much about that. I'm not sure how well I'd be able to work with it.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm here. Well, Celine might be able to help too, if you know her. I don't know if you know her. Anyways, so they can help you out a bit. I mean, because word is from Celine, because we talk every once in a while, that you are interested in magic a little bit. This would be a great first start because it's an item instead of actual magic.
Well, sure. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why do you lie?
Uses a portal to go downstairs.
Oh my god, she just cuts and runs!
Are we moving the Well,
Atticus, what are you dragging down with you?
well, gee, now I don't know if this plan is still happening or not, so I guess I'll start taking stuff.
She probably had a couple things as you were talking, like get pulled out by lunch and all that.
Okay, well, if there's anything left, I'll load it up on my wall scaler and bring it back down.
You managed to pull a crate through. You throw it open and notice that it's full of axes. Like, not well-made axes, bunch of hatchets, just bandit things. There's probably some grease in here if you dug for it.
Hey, ooze.
Don't let the grease interact with the ooze. It can't become more powerful.
Atticus whizzes down, carrying around his watermelons.
Are these watermelons? Wow. They don't have spines or anything.
Baron
You never-
skulks behind the crates.
You've never seen a watermelon before?
Well, they kind of look like cacti, but I can touch them.
That's a fair assessment. You know what? We'll cut some up for tonight's party. I think you'll like it. Oh, yeah, Velvet, Baron, Velvet.
I'm sorry. He quickly apologizes.
Tell that to Lunch.
Which one is
You know which one is Lunch.
He looks over and makes eye contact with Lunch. Did I hire someone without realizing it?
Boss,
Oh, I don't like this.
Nor does Sprout.
Who's Sprout?
Well, he's me.
Yeah, that's Sprout. Lunch is Sprout. Sprout is lunch. It's a whole thing.
Well,
You haven't apologized.
I'm sorry, Lunch. I'm sorry, Sprout.
Pick
You got
one.
I'm sorry. He bows his head to you.
Bonks his head on the crate.
Lunch appreciates this. Sprout is crying.
Let's see here. So I see there are a couple other treasure chests and also an opened crate up there. Is
Yeah.
that anything that's interesting?
I'm going to be frank. Should you fight this guy, he's got wind powers and he just whips random shit at you. That would have been relevant in a boss fight. Instead, you are helping him move out of his house.
As you do in JRPG.
Yeah, no.
There's one thing I don't understand, though. If you have all these crates of axes and watermelons and chickens that you
Yes.
legally bought, why are you stealing from people?
Well, I have noble aspirations, you see. He stands up on the crate right here.
Oh boy.
I one day wish to rule these woods. In order to do that, I need an army. I need an army of mechanical men. Points at the automaton. That we did manage to procure from a passing caravan. I developed something of a fascination, you see. Hops down.
I don't understand. You can already go to Delphi's house and have cake, and the woods are already open. Like, what do you need to rule?
Just stops and thinks for a second. The would-be mayor of the nearby, I don't know.
She is a
3 or
good
so
mayor.
Stops like recoils.
She's the very actual mayor.
Oh, well, okay, the last time me and the boys went over there, we were menaced away by some sort of giant.
That's probably Levin.
That's Levin. Did he smell like bread?
He smelled like fire.
Levin, yeah. It's an easy thing to mix up.
If this has all been some sort of... If my descent into villainy was some sort of misunderstanding, well, I'll look the utter fool.
What?
No, I get this guy.
He looks heartbroken, and like you see his eye peek open to the side to see if you guys are buying it.
Velvet is just baffled by this person and not impressed by him in any way.
That is fair.
Atticus is 100% buying it.
Right, boss.
I don't know when I hired you, but I like you plenty.
Oh, lunch is great.
Lunch is great. Tell you what, Lunch, do you want to be a lieutenant?
Well, our plan worked. He's trapped in the ooze.
What is this? I'm like stuck, but I'm also... Oh no, this is terrible.
It won't stop. It will never stop.
It's so weird. It's like watching someone slip on ice but get stuck.
I hate this.
Yup.
She like lowers him into the ooze, rolls him in it like you roll like it's like cookie dough or something, but it sticks to him, so he's just wrapped up, and she just puts him under her arm.
Do you really want to put him under your arm? Like, you're wearing really nice clothes and...
Oh, no. Okay, so the state of Velvet's outfit is currently 80% was in mud and completely brown. And her boots and her gloves have just been ripped to shit at the tips.
Huh.
She now looks like she belongs in her office back in Bluebell.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Can I still be a lieutenant?
Yes, sure, why not? What do I have to do to apologize? Do you want me to... I don't know. I could give you money. I could give you watermelons. He's just yelling as you drag him away.
Technically, we already have him.
For no reason in particular, Velvet is just being, like, scary and intimidating to this guy.
Legit? He is actually terrified.
Okay.
So are you guys packing up pretty much?
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna bring all the things back to the town.
Your trip back to the crossroads is rather uneventful. You managed to stack up all of the goods outside of town, trunk after trunk, barrel after barrel. It's exhausting work, and, well, you leave Baron behind too, rolled up in ooze like a person in a rug.
You know, this is like the second time today we've done this to people.
Oh, really? Who'd you get with it earlier? Oh, I bet it was Grange.
Yep.
Really, I got it!
You got it in one, kid.
That's hysterical.
It's been a pretty silly day, all things considered.
Yeah.
Baron, have you been to Crossroads before?
Yes, once or twice. We have skulked.
Okay.
I don't think the local law enforcement is particularly fond of us.
Is there local law enforcement besides Delphi?
Yes, I was about to say that girl and her stick.
I don't know.
We're back.
She's surprisingly strong.
You guys wander over to Delphi. Actually, Lunch, as you approach, you start to get the same sort of like tingly sensation. She's lying on this big sheep, like zero grace, tipped over to the side, mouth hanging open, asleep like an idiot.
Well, at least she finally got some sleep.
As you approach, actually, you begin to feel that same tingle, something rooting around in the depths of your mind. You realize you're experiencing someone else's memories yet again.
You don't get to.
In a distant field long, long ago, a much, much younger Delphi wanders behind a group of figures. You can recognize armor, bow, daggers. Seems to be a pretty decent, if boring, run-of-the-mill adventuring party. She struggles weighted head to toe in just oversized gear, a backpack that's way too damn large. She travels up to the top of the hill and pauses for a moment. Fingers sort of running across the side of this tree. She hears a call from somebody slightly ahead of her. Doesn't seem to pay it any mind. What do you think she's doing? Normal Wind Rosie stuff. She gets left behind, it's her fault. The figures slowly move away, however Delphi stands transfixed. Suddenly, visions dance in front of her eyes. Seasons blinking past in a moment. A smile plays across her lips, and her sight comes back. Her party's completely gone. Not thinking too much of it, she takes a few paces forward and plops down amidst the flowers, looking up. She experiences what that field's experienced. Many meetings, many partings, battles lost, wars won, and, given time, she realizes, well, the entire afternoon slipped by. However, when her group returns, you sort of snap back too, and you notice Delphi's sort of right in your face, Firefly. She looks positively devastated looking down at your arm in a sling. Oh my god, oh my goodness, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Velvet making a no she isn't face.
I'm totally fine, and it's all thanks to Velvet.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah.
It's more just every time her shaking head is even faster.
How did it happen? Are you seriously? Are you gonna be okay?
I'll be fine. I just need to sleep it off for a while. I just gotta cool it on, my adventures in stealing.
Yeah, I guess you do.
What about you?
You're a superhero after. Oh yeah. She kind of looks down at her own arm. Guess we match.